Shalom. Could you help me shed light on the following verse? Considering what Lord Yeshua said in John 5, verse 43, I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. If another comes in his own name, you will receive him. Would it be far-fetched to think that part of Israel's children whose spiritual veil has not yet been lifted concerning Lord Yeshua's identity as the Mashiach will in fact be deceived into recognizing the Antichrist in place of the true one, who Yeshua actually is? What I mean is, will Jews believe in this Antichrist as their Messiah? And if this situation may actually come about, does it mean that this false Messiah, in other words, the Antichrist, will have to be from among Israel's children, i.e. Jewish, or could it possibly be Muslim or a Gentile, as many Bible scholars state, yet somehow still be recognized by a significant part of Israel's children as Mashiach ben David? Thank you so much for the answer.
Now, to answer your first question, yes, those unveiled Jews during the tribulation will be deceived into believing in a false Messiah. This was prophesied by Yeshua in the passage you mentioned in John 5:43. The other that Jesus mentioned seems to indicate that it is the false Jewish Messiah who will emerge in the tribulation times. In answer to your second question concerning the ethnic origin and identity of the false Messiah, I believe that he will be Jewish in order for Israel to proclaim him Messiah, and I believe this could very possibly correspond to the false prophet in Revelation chapter 11, who is the second beast and the one who will work with the Antichrist. Notice that this false prophet, Messiah, the second beast, rises out of the earth in Revelation 13:11, while the Antichrist rises from the sea in verse 2. We understand from Daniel chapter 7 and other prophets that the sea is symbolic of the nations of the world, and since he rises from the sea, the Antichrist will then be a Gentile. As for the false prophet, he rises from the earth or the land, which will be the land of Israel. Therefore, we can conclude that the Antichrist will be a Gentile and the false prophet a Jew, especially that he performs signs Jews expect the Messiah to perform, such as the one mentioned in Revelation 13:13, where he causes the fire to come from heaven, something which occurred with Moses and Solomon when they inaugurated the tabernacle and the temple respectively. The false Messiah may inaugurate with this miracle the third temple. Now, could the Messiah be Muslim? Prophecies indicate that he will rise out of the countries which are now under nominal Christianity, not Islam. For end-time purposes, we see that the world would be divided into four parts. The king of the south, which puts Egypt at its head and gather most Muslim countries. This king is explained in Daniel 11. Then you have the king of the north as its head, Russia, which gathers Christian and Muslim countries such as Iran and Turkey. This king is explained in Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39. The kings of the east are the rise of the rising sun, which indicates the Asian nations mentioned in Revelation 16. Lastly, we have the kingdom of the Antichrist, which gathers in the greater majority Christian, nominal Christian countries. So we can conclude that the Antichrist will come from a nominal Christian country. Many see it as the revival of the Roman Empire, which in many ways it will be, since the territory seems to fit that of the last Roman Empire. He is mentioned in many parts of the scriptures. For more information, by the way, you can go to the study on Revelation 13.